I'm Shane Vaden, principal of Gordonsville High School. I would like to take this opportunity to welcome you to Gordonsville High School first ever virtual graduation. Under the circumstances that has overtaken our country, state, and local government, we wanted to figure a way to recognize and graduate our outgoing seniors. First, this is not the way we would like to send our seniors off from Gordonsville High School, but under the circumstances, we find it the only way to allow our seniors to be recognized for their accomplishments. Second, we have made many efforts as administration, staff, and teachers through email, Google Classroom, and social media to provide accurate information. If any student has been excluded from any acknowledgement, it was not intentional. On behalf of the faculty, staff, administration of Gordonsville High School, the Smith County Board of Education, the central office staff, and Director of Schools, Mr. Barry Smith, and to the graduating class, I would like to welcome each one that is viewing to our commencement exercise of Gordonsville High School for the class of 2020. First, I would like to start our ceremony by acknowledging a few seniors whose athletic career got cut short. I would like to recognize the senior softball and baseball players. Our senior softball player, Miss Casey Malone and Miss Allison Richmond. We have 9 senior baseball players whose season was cut short that we would like to recognize. Mr. Harrison Davis, Mr. Colin Howell, Mr. Matthew Jones, Mr. Seth Bingham, Mr. Kobe Jones, Mr. Kevin Bowles, Mr. Leighton Cripps, Mr. Kobe Adams, and Mr. Skyshan Washer. The administration and staff would like to thank each and every one of these senior players for their hard work and dedication. We'd also like to thank Coach Harrell, Coach Bush, and their coaching staff for all the hard work and time that they put in working with these young people. Also, we had many clubs and organizations whose state conventions got canceled and competitions got canceled that students had worked very hard and looking forward to competing in. Each student knows which program they were involved in, and we would like to thank you for your hard work and dedication that you've put forward to representing Gordonsville High School, your clubs, and our community. At this time, we would like to recognize some seniors for accomplishments that they have made throughout the year. First is our senior Beta Club members. This list is lengthy, and we are very proud of this. First is Kobe Adams, Brooklyn Albritton, Olivia Barrett, Kevin Bowles, Skylar Brock, April Brown, Jalen Brown, Allie Bryant, Hunter Clemens, Harrison Davis, Trinity Davis, Sabrina Fan, Abby Gotchkoff, Sydney Haley, Charlize Hawthorne, Colin Howe, Corey Hutcherson, Matthew Jones, Tally Kelly, Justin Key, Jacob Lambert, Casey Malone, Ayla Maynor, Braden Messerschmidt, Annalise Nicholas, Carson Pope, Trinity Potts, Trenton Shores, Colette Turner, Morgan Valentine, and Mason Ward. We'd like to congratulate those seniors for being members of our Beta Club. We'd also like to thank Mr. Darrell White as the sponsor of this club. At this time, we would like to recognize the students at GHS who are graduating with honors. Honors consist of ACT benchmarks of 22 in math, 23 in science, 18 in English, and 22 in reading. These students consist of Alexandra Bryant, Carson Pope, Trenton Shores, Colby Adams, Morgan Valentine, Trinity Davis, Samantha Carrick, Adriana Flanagan, Annalise Nicholas, Mason Ward, Matthew Jones, Jacob Lambert, Skylar Brock, Casey Malone, Braden Messerschmidt, Colette Turner, Meredith Fan, and Lucas Green. Congratulations, students, for graduating with honors. The next group of students we would like to recognize are those who are graduating with distinctions. To graduate with distinctions, you must have earned a 31 or higher on the ACT or been enrolled in 12 or more dual enrollment credits. These students consist of Alexandra Bryant, Carson Pope, Trenton Shores, Colby Adams, Samantha Carrick, Trinity Davis, Matthew Jones, Jacob Lambert, Casey Malone, Annalise Nicholas, Trinity Potts, Allison Richmond, and Miss Colette Turner. Congratulations for graduation with distinctions. The next group of students we would like to recognize are those who are graduating with work ethics distinction. Those students are Casey Malone, Trinity Davis, Matthew Jones, Charlize Hawthorne, Alexandra Bryant, Morgan Valentine, Taylor Overstreet, Linda Toole, Annalise Nicholas, Haley Piott, Colette Turner, Harrison Davis, Mason Ward, Sabrina Fan, Lucas Green, Ayla Manor, Trinity Potts, Jalen Brown, Allison Richmond, Sydney Haley, and William Massey. Congratulations, students, for graduating with work ethics distinction. Our next group of young people that we want to recognize, in my opinion, considered one of the highest honors. These are the young people who are joining the United States military. Mr. Ben Hutcherson will be joining the Air Force. Mr. Jalen Brown and Mr. Trace Turnier will be joining the Army National Guard. And Mr. Tyler Bivens will be joining the United States Army. We would like to congratulate these 4 young men and anyone who has served our country. Our next group of young people that we want to recognize are 10 people who have spent a lot of time and a lot of effort trying to achieve this award. This is the Gordonsville High School Top 10 list. We will start with number 10 and proceed to our valedictorian. Number 10 in the GHS class is Trenton Shores. Number 9 was Casey Malone. Number 8 was Adelise Nicholas. Number 7, Samantha Carrick. Number 6, Colette Turner. Number 5, Jacob Lambert. Number 4, Matthew Jones. Number 3, Trinity Davis. The salutatorian and number 2 in the class of 2020 at Gordonsville High School was Mr. Carson Pope. Number 1 and the valedictorian for the 2020 class at Gordonsville High School was Miss Alexandra Bryant. Congratulations to these top 10 for a job well done. At this time, our salutatorian, Mr. Carson Pope, will deliver the salutatory address.
I would like to thank the faculty and staff here of GHS who has been instrumental in the success of not only me but also my classmates. I would also like to say that I hope this camera is getting my good side. Finally, I would like to introduce myself. I am Carson Pope. To begin my speech, I would like to show how life is a journey. It is a journey with no inherent direction and a journey through darkness and light. In other words, life is pretty much a journey through the streets of Detroit. How does one find direction? And how does one get to their destination in life? I believe it is through a combination of inspiration, work, and friends and family. Before somebody can accomplish anything, they need to know where to go. This is where inspiration becomes your guide. When someone does not know where to go in this day and age, we Google it. Google Maps is our friend. Google Maps directs us and recommends places to eat out, visit, shop at, and more. Inspiration is the Google Maps of life. Inspiration, when it strikes, is what drives us to our goals. We inspire to become star athletes and musicians. We inspire to become leaders and parents. And some of us inspire to have a fun, happy, carefree life. We must listen to inspiration when it directs us, and it will guide us through the streets of life. Next is transportation. How does someone get from point A to point B in these modern times? The answer is obviously Uber, and the Uber for your life is hard work. It takes a price and it takes a fee, but it gets you to where you want to be. Sometimes work is hard, but it does get things accomplished. As my classmates, I encourage you to not be afraid to get your hands dirty to follow your dreams, although I do encourage you to take a shower afterwards. And most importantly, family and friends are the internet. We all cannot live without internet nowadays, and the internet is what allows Google Maps and Uber to exist. In my life metaphor, friends and family are the same. They give us the experiences to find inspiration, the lessons in order to put work to good use, and the opportunities to pass the traffic blocks of life. With this in mind, I think it is very important for you to be nice no matter what path you go in. I have been grateful to meet successful people in my life, and every one of them has told me it was their friends and connections that allowed them to be where they are at today. In conclusion, I ask you to pursue your own dreams, whatever they may be. Be yourself, but be friendly, and I hope you don't end up getting on a goose chase. Thank you for these years, and I wish you all a successful journey in life.
Thank you, Carson, for that very inspirational speech. Next, we would like to introduce our valedictorian for the 2020 graduating class at Gordonsville High School, Miss Allie Bryant.
Senior year for the Gordonsville High School class of 2020 is certainly the year that none of us will forget. Stuck in our homes, bored out of our minds, binging our favorite Netflix shows for the 5th time, while we procrastinate on all that pesky remote learning work. We wanted snow days and sick days off, but Coronacation got boring after the first week. We've been distanced from what is most important to us. We are missing our friends and loved ones, craving our favorite restaurants, craving our church family, and times are scary. We will get through this together. COVID-19 won't take away our years of hard work, our memories with friends and teachers, or our graduation. Be proud of yourselves. We have made it. High school is coming to an end, and the new world is ahead of us. Whether you're going to college this fall, starting your own business, getting a job, or going into the military, we will all be impacting our communities and making them better. It has been a bumpy road for us. We've had our fair share of stressful late-night study sessions and tiring practices after school. Many of us have had jobs outside of school to help support our families. There is no doubt that the GHS class of 2020 is filled with earnest and caring students who often volunteered everywhere they could in town, raising funds for our sports teams and our school clubs. Students helped each other without question. In our current situation, the faculty and staff have worked to make sure students are fed and have the resources they need. The community surrounding GHS is a close family of which we are a part. We are a community of love, and we seniors are no exception. The character instilled in us by this community alone will enable the class of 2020 to do amazing things. We are a class full of determined, motivated, and hardworking individuals. The responsibility we will be facing in the real world is scary and overwhelming. We have had so much weight on our shoulders through this year that I know we can push through to be successful as we each take our own path in life. If we are able to overcome our current struggles, we can continue to do so in the future. We all have our dreams, and I hope that we can all reach them. We are all Tigers at heart, and as our favorite school spirit jam, Eye of the Tiger says, "Don't lose your grip on the dreams of the past. We must fight just to keep them alive." Let's keep on fighting. Let's embrace this scary adulting things with open arms, and let's go knock everybody's socks off. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to present, representing the Southside Lions Club, to present the Taylor Wills Award would be Mr. Anthony Apple.
Thank you, Mr. Vaden, and thank you for the opportunity to come out and present this award once again. As you said, my name is Anthony Apple. I am representing the Southside Lions Club, and we first of all want to thank the school and to congratulate all the seniors and wish them the best of luck in the future. I am also here to announce this year's recipient of the Taylor Wills Memorial Citizenship Award. This is an award that is presented annually to an outstanding member of the senior class at GHS. This award is to commemorate the memory of Joe Taylor and Shannon Wills, two GHS graduates whose untimely death came during the Vietnam War. Their memory is worthy inspiration for all time. And on behalf of the Southside Lions Club, this year's recipient, and I'm pleased to announce, is Mr. Carson Pope. Thank you.
Thank you, Anthony, for presenting that award, and congratulations, Carson, for the receiving of that prestigious award. At this time, Mr. Smith and members of the Smith County Board of Education and members of the senior class of 2020 that have met all requirements set forth by the state of Tennessee and have rightfully earned a diploma as a graduate of Gordonsville High School. Assistant Principal Mr. Agee will now read the names of each member of the 2020 graduating class from Gordonsville High School. Mr. Agee.
Colby McWade Adams. Brooklyn Nicole Albritton. Katie Ann Bailey. Emily Renee Bain. Brady Cole Barkley. Olivia Sloan Barrett. Kaylee Marie Barrett. Molly O'Neill Bingham. Seth Owen Bingham. Tyler Bryce Scott Bibbins. Kevin Dale McGowan Bowles. Skylar Brianne Brock. April Renee Brown. Jalen Kyle Brown. Alexandra Caroline Bryant. John Dolphus Butler. Olivia Johanna Cantu. Samantha Caitlin Carrick. Joseph Peyton Cash. Nicholas Michael Chaffin. Kelsey Elaine Chapman. Hunter Grayson Clemens. Maddie Hart Condit. Tristan Ray Corthell. Leighton Cole Cripps. Eric Robert Davis. Harrison Bennett Davis. Trinity Ashlyn Davis. Sabrina Marie Fan. Chloe Leanne Filkins. Adriana Raquel Flanagan. Madison Alyson Garcia. Summer Michelle Gardner. Abigail Lynn Guskoff. Lucas James Green. Hannah Mackenzie Halser. John Michael Halcom. Sydney Nicole Haley. Justin Lee Hancock. Charlize Autumn Hawthorne. Colin Michael Howe. Corey Benjamin Hutcherson. Amber Jean Jameson. Kobe Blake Jones. Matthew Allen Jones. Tally Rose Kelly. Justin Edward Key. Jacob Dwayne Lambert. Joshua Keith Lane. Casey Denise Malone. Ayla Louise Maynard. Anthony James Martin. William Floyd Massey II. Braden Robert Messerschmidt. Adelise Marie Nichols. Taylor Shea Overstreet. Bailey Alora Owensby. Haley Elaine Piot. Allison Meredith Ann Fan. Damian Tyler Phelps. Tiffany Renee Pierce. Carson Douglas Pope. Taylor Ray Poston. Trinity Lynn Potts. Allison Renee Richmond. Matthew Lee Robbins. Eric Nicholas Satterfield. Gabriel Will Slyhoff. Trenton Gage David Shores. Trace L. Tournier. Linda Malaya Toole. Colette Alexandra Turner. Mason James Valentine. Morgan Lynn Valentine. Mason Ray Ward. Charles Skysha Uriah Washer. Ethan Douglas Young. William Daly Young.
In closing, I would like to present to you the class of 2020 at Gordonsville High School. Congratulations, seniors. We at GHS, administration, faculty, and staff wish you the best in your future endeavors. Finally, at this time, I would like to send a few thank yous to the Smith County Insider, DTC, and all local businesses that have made this possible. The GHS administration and staff, thank you for all of your support that you give to our school. Thank you and good night.